Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. I am Neha Paryani. The intention behind creating this video is all your comments. Okay, so 2 years ago I prepared a video on real, personal and nominal rules of accounting. Okay, wherein I told that purchase account and sales account are a kind of real accounts. Okay, on that so many of you have commented me telling it belongs to nominal account, right? So today let us try to clear this confusion. So if I had to tell about this, then my take on this would be they can be both. Okay, purchase and sales accounts can sometimes be treated as real accounts and sometimes they can be treated as nominal account. Okay, so those who think that they are only nominal account are just seeing only one aspect of that. Okay, so I'll try to explain you the broader concept of these terms, right? So I'll tell you with the help of these two examples. Okay, now we have to remember that if we are purchasing any goods, purchase of goods, right, by the purpose of reselling it. Okay, suppose I have a business organization. Okay, I have a business in which I am trading with shoes. Okay, I'm trading with shoes, so I will be purchasing and selling these shoes to the customers. Okay, now these shoes are goods for me. Okay, they are stock for me, right? If I'm purchasing any good with the purpose of resale, then I can treat this as nominal type. Okay, so one of you have also commented me that if purchase and sales are real, then why do we take it in the trading account or income statement? Okay, so the reason here is we take only purchase of goods which are purchased with the purpose of reselling it. Okay, now if in case I'm purchasing an asset. Okay, so suppose I'm purchasing a car. Okay, now this it will be treated as real type, right? Why? Because I'm purchasing an asset here, and we all agree that assets are the real accounts. Okay, now if I am going to sell this car, until the time I am purchasing it, it will be treated as real account. It will be treated as real type of account. Okay, now if I'm going to sell it, then it will be nominal account. Okay, so basically the goods which are purchased with the purpose of reselling immediately, they belong to nominal type. Okay, let us try to understand with the help of these two entries. Okay, we'll try to make a journal entry, then we can find out. Okay, so now if you know what will be the journal entry for the first transaction, purchased goods worth rupees 1000, right? Journal entry will be purchase account debit to cash account, right? 1000 and 1000. Okay, here I'm purchasing the goods, so this purchase entry will go to trading account. Okay, when we will prepare trading and P&L account, in that debit side we'll record trading account. Okay, then what would be the journal entry for the second transaction? Purchased machinery worth rupees 1 lakh, right? Now the journal entry for this would be machinery account debit to cash account, right? Rupees 1 lakh. Okay, so here purchase account is not influenced. Okay, that is not being affected. Asset account is being affected, but still this is an purchase, right? We will record only purchase of goods which are for reselling purpose in the trading or P&L account, or you can say income statement. Okay, but purchase of assets will not be shown in the income statement because these types of transaction are real types. Okay, and these types of transaction are nominal types. Okay, and we all know that the nature of purchase and trading and P&L account is nominal type. Okay, so if we are purchasing any asset, that will be shown in the balance sheet. Clear? I hope it is clear. So they can be both. Okay, you cannot justify that it is only real account or it is only nominal account. Same is the case with sales. Okay, if any goods are sold, goods in the sense the items which I trade with. Okay, so I'm not using them for personal purpose. Okay, they are not my fixed assets. I have purchased shoes for reselling purpose. Okay, so these are treated as goods. If I'm selling them, again they will be nominal type. Okay, now if I'm selling any of the asset, any of the fixed asset, then that will be real type. Okay, let us try to let us try to do journal entry for these as well, right? So journal entry for the first transaction would be cash account debit rupees 20,000, okay, to sales account, to sales rupees 20,000. Now again this transaction will be reflected in the trading account, in the credit side of trading account, right? The journal entry for next transaction would be cash account debit to building account, okay, rupees 50 lakh. Okay, even though here the purchase or sale account are not affected, but still they are sales, right? We have sold a building, okay, but we don't reflect this in the uh, trading and P&L account. Okay, so this transaction can't be of nominal type. This is of real type, and the first transaction is of nominal type. Okay, I hope it's clear, right? Then another one confusion we have related to bank. Okay, so in my video I told that bank is a personal type of account. Okay, bank belongs to personal type, right? On that, so many of you told that bank belongs to real type. So this is, again, this is the partial truth. Okay, this is not the full truth. Okay, now if I have some balance in bank, if I have certain rupees like 2 lakh rupees in bank, then this 2 lakh rupees is my asset. Clear? Bank is not my asset. I don't own bank. Okay, the amount that I have in my bank account is my asset, and only this can be real account. Okay, whereas the other transactions that we do with the bank, like I'm taking a loan from bank, okay, I have to pay overdraft, okay, I have made overdraft in bank, right? So these all are my liabilities. Clear? And we know that liabilities belongs to personal account. Okay, bank here in accounts will be treated as an artificial person. Okay, an organization which has its own existence, right? So we are doing transactions with an artificial person. Okay, I hope it's clear. Only the amount that I have in bank is my asset, that's why it is a kind of real account. Okay, other than that, all my liabilities with bank are personal type of accounts. Okay, let us try to do the journal entry here. Journal entry for first transaction would be, so bank account debit to cash account. Okay, 4,600 rupees. I am depositing certain amount into bank. So from my side, the cash is reducing and the balance in bank is increasing. Okay, then the journal entry for second transaction would be loan from bank rupees 2,50,000. Okay, so you can write it as cash or bank account debit to loan account. Loan is our liability, right? So if I am taking loan from the bank, my liability is increasing, right? So that is why on the credit side, rupees 2,50,000. Now the journal entry for the third transaction will also be same like for loan. Okay, bank overdraft rupees 3,400. Bank overdraft, it's nothing but short-term loan taken by us from the bank. Okay, so again you can write it as cash or bank account debit to bank, bank overdraft account. Clear? So 3,400 rupees. Okay, I hope you understand, right? The balance which I have in my cash in my bank is my asset. That is why it can be real account. Okay, other than that, all the liabilities, all my liabilities with bank are kind of personal type. So let us try to take another one example here. Okay, suppose I am receiving interest from bank. Okay, interest on my deposits, interest from bank, right? Now this would be a type of nominal account. Okay, if you're making journal entry for this, you have to follow the nominal rules of accounting. Okay, so how? See, what would be the general entry here? I'm receiving the interest. Okay, in what form? In cash form. So cash account will be debited because cash is increasing. Okay, now interest is my income, right? So nominal account rule says that credit all incomes and gains. Okay, so interest account will be credited, right? 3,400. Similarly, if I have to pay interest on loan to the bank, then the entry would be reverse. Okay, I have to pay interest, that is my expense. So nominal account says debit all expenses and losses. Okay, so interest account debit to bank account. Okay, rupees 3,400. Right, so this would be the entry. Okay, now you can't just say that bank is only a type of personal account or a real or nominal type of account. Okay, it depends upon the transactions here. Okay, but you can imply any of the rule. Okay, you can imply either the rules of personal, real or nominal accounts. The conclusion that you get or the journal entry that you get is same. Okay, I'm not talking only in case of bank, you can also take it in the case of purchases. Okay, so there was an entry, right? Purchased goods. So those who think this is a nominal type of account can apply the nominal rules. Okay, and those who think purchase is a real account, then they can also apply the real account rules. Okay, the journal entry that you get would be same, that is purchase account debit to cash account, no matter which rules you apply. Okay, so as far as the conclusion is same, that should not be a matter. Okay, but for understanding purpose, you cannot just classify purchases or sales as one account. Okay, so all these were examples for my take on this. Okay, if you found this helpful, please hit the like button. Also subscribe to the channel. If you have any further doubts, again you can mention in the comment section below. Okay, thanks for watching.